Hi everybody, thank you for joining me here at Shanna's Sweets. I'm so glad you could join me for my sweet treat video. I'm so sorry it's coming so late in the month. It has just been super crazy with all the craft shows that I've been doing this year. So I'm really late, sorry. My sweet treat video is the video I do for my card kit that I give everyone who orders $25 or more with me during the month of December. And this time I'm getting away from any holiday sets and I'm going back to the annual catalog. And this month I'm combining two stamp sets that are sister sets. The Varied Vases stamp set is a stamp set that was part of the occasion set last year that was carried over to the annual catalog. And it comes with a punch, and then they made a sister set called Vibrant Vases, and these both work with the punch, and I just loved it so much that I actually used both stamp sets. And I think they're super cute and super adorable and very versatile for multiple occasions. So I thought it would be great to use this stamp set in my sweet treat this time. So this month I'm making these two cards that are super pretty and super adorable and super easy to construct. So I hope you join me for this video and you get lots of ideas. And if you'd like to get this set, this little kit, I'd like you to use this December host code in your purchasing from me at shannasweets.stampinup.net. I will have the link below this video. Thank you so much. So let's start with the Whisper White, and we're going to, let's just go ahead and start with the stamping, okay? So I have an oval already cut out, and we're going to start with Highland Heather. And these stamp sets are super awesome for two-step stamping. And let's see, so this one, I'm going to, because these are photopolymer, I'm going to use my little stamp pad here underneath, and I'm going to use the shadow stamp first and stamp it towards the bottom of the card. And then I'm going to take a scratch piece of paper, and you get all the pieces to make your stamp in the thing. And then in the kit, I'll give you a die cut for this part because I'm going to pop this up. So I'll give you the die cut image. But here I'm going to show you, well, actually, let me just go ahead and cut that out. So let me try that again. So I'm just going to stamp that just like that. So I'm going to stamp it here so that I know where to lay it on there. And then I'm going to take my Blackberry Bliss and that's where I'm going to stamp my detailed part of my vase. So now I can stamp that right on top. I'm not going to do it onto that one because then I'm going to take the flower portion. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the detailed part first so then I know where to stamp my petals at, my inlay. And I'm going to do that in Petal Pink. And this is two-step stamping. So let me see if I can get a look around here because I can line this up here. Kind of hard to see around my camera here. You see that? Not too bad. Then I can take a dimensional, put that on my vase, and then I can just pop that up. And it's dimensional. And then I'm going to take some metallic pearls here that are gold. My Picket tool here. And I'm just going to put them on the little flower centers. Just like that. Perfect. Now, I'm going to take some tearaway tape because that will stick better to my glimmer paper, because regular snail doesn't stick very well to the glimmer paper. And I'm going to attach this to my scallop, just like that. Then I can put my card together. So I have a 5.5 by 8.5 Whisper White, my gold folder here. And then I have Country Floral embossing folder that I've ran this Blackberry Bliss, which is 5.25 by 4. And then I'm going to take this Perennial Essence that I've cut with the layered lace edge die, and that's going to go at the very bottom here, just so the edge lines up. And then just this little bitty piece of gold. It's going to go right on the edge there. And then we have some tulle ribbon here that we're going to wrap around so that it goes right above the gold. And then all of this can go down on our card front. Then we can take some more dimensionals and place this on our card. I think I'll take 4 just to be safe. And I forgot to stamp our sentiment, so let's go ahead and stamp that right there. Give it a good firm push so that it's done. And there we go. Card number 1's done. Okay. Card number 2, we're using a circle instead of an oval this time. And we are going to use this decorative vase. And we're going to use Mary Merlot, because this time we are using pressed petals decorative paper, DSP. So again, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it at the bottom. I kind of didn't get that very good, but that's okay because we're going to cover it up. So I'm going to take me a piece of paper, punch me out And this time I better give it a better, firmer hand so that I get a good clean image. Much better that time. So always make sure you use your pad and a firm. And so this time I want to make sure I'm going to use this image, but it has this long stem. So I don't want, I'm going to kind of cover up the bottom portion, even though I'm not going to show that. I don't want my stick to, and I'm using gray granite. So I'm going to put my, just like that. Then I can remove my Post-it note. And then I'm going to stamp my flowers that I'm going to fill in with petal pink. And then here again, I need to line up my flowers. And they do line up pretty easily when your head's not in a video. But if they don't line up perfect, it's okay. A little shadow is good. And then again, I'm going to take a dimensional. I think in this case I will take 2 since this vase is bigger. And we're going to pop it up over that. Set that aside for a moment. Now this one here, I've used Layered Leaves embossing folder. This comes already embossed in your kit. And then this one is going to go up and down. So this is 2" by 4". And make sure it's secured. And I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge at the bottom, but it goes completely from side to side. And then I'm going to put my ribbon right along that edge. And then this is going to go on seafoam. So 5.5 by 8.5 again. And then it's going to go where that's at the bottom. And this time I'm using some mercury glass from the holiday catalog, which this is going to probably run out before the end of the month. So if you wanted any of it, you better get it. And most of it's going to be, so don't want it, I'm going to put good amount of tape at the bottom. Oh, that ran out. Let me trim a little, that little piece of the, so dimensional on my circle, of course. So however much you want the mercury glass to show. And then I've got, this is from the Classic Label Punch. This is in our annual catalog. And I'm going to take the sentiment Birthday Wishes and want to ink it in the Merry Merlot. And then I'm going to put some let's put tape on the back of this one because I don't want it to show. And then I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of this sentiment, and then it will go right down here And that's card number 2. And that's both our cards. See how quick those went together? Much quicker than a lot of my monthly stuff. So there we go. That's it for this month. So if there's anything I can answer for you about my monthly program, please let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a great Christmas. Look forward to talking to you. Thank you so much. Please tell your friends about my program. Thank you. Bye.